Could fix it, but I'm lazy. In the meantime, we get this sweet music. Yo, is this his party? This party is probably the best party for the entire other parts of the game, either like 99% of the game, but it's not that good for this fight. This fight or the final fight. The final fight in particular, because it causes counters, you can't hit him with Comet, which is your non-elemental, obviously. And if you hit him with any of your elemental attacks, he counters, so it's kind of tricky. This is the party that I would usually use for everything, though. Kuja is currently getting the crap beat out of him because he's not using his flare for whatever reason. And literally every turn Akasha gets, I'm just gonna Cura everyone all the time. Every single turn. Akasha should never die unless she gets one shot. Because auto regen and auto potion should be able to keep her alive. Basically, is the premise there. That piano. And if he chains that flare, that is the other option. Although auto potion, oh that missed, that sucks. Auto potion might be able to keep her alive through that. This is, however, going to burn boatloads of MP. I'm gonna throw this out here. I think this game has the best holy animation. Mostly because it's short, but it also looks cool for how short it is. There's Flare Star. I was wondering when he was gonna start chaining that. That's literally the only ability he has that matters in the slightest. Nice trance. Actually, if you wanted to go one healer, it would actually be better to go with Aiko rather than Dagger. Because Aiko's trance is much more useful. Unless you're going, like, rush damage. But I don't have any summons, so no, not doing that. But Aiko can do... I knew that was coming. Aiko can do double white magic, which makes her basically two healers for a bit. Needs more flare stars? If he casts it again, we might have an issue. Might have an issue. That's casting Reflect, fair enough. That was actually a scripted Reflect, I'm pretty sure, but hey. That means movement's worthless. Welcome to movement, unless I feel like reflecting a party member, but then I can't heal a party member. Just no fun. Flare Star? No, Flare. He should be close to dead, actually. Considering he already burned 2 Flare Stars back to back, I think he should be below 50. I don't know exact numbers because I'm not tracking anything, but I'm pretty sure he's sub 50. There's another Flare Star. If that animation was a little bit shorter, this fight would be far less tedious. As it stands, we have to sit through this bollocks. An auto potion. Good job, Akasha, keeping yourself alive. Flare Star? Yep. Movement might die. Might not die, actually, because this regen... Oh, it missed almost the whole party. Well done. Is there any way to see when he gets low in health, or is it just count the numbers? Count the numbers. In most cases, you can't scan bosses, so you can't see how much health they have, so you basically just have to count. If you were playing this, you know, back in ye olden days, not using GameFAQs or a book guide, it's pretty difficult to know when bosses are gonna die, because you don't know how much health they have. That might not be good. Who's that hitting? Don't know. It's hitting Sleepy. Sleepy's fine. Hey, there we go. Yeah, you're gonna die anyway. Do-do-do-do, blow up the world. Dur-de-dur. Dur-dur. A lot of bosses in Final Fantasy and other JRPG games will change how they behave when they hit certain health thresholds. For instance, a lot of bosses, when they hit 50%, will get harder. They'll start casting harder abilities, or they'll cast more often, or they'll get counters, or, you know, protect, or stuff like that. So you can use those thresholds to get an estimate of what your enemy's health is, but apart from that, you're basically just flying blind. Now I get to go through this whole shebang again. We are going to keep the same party because it's the only party that's actually leveled worth of crap, or has abilities worth of crap, so we're basically locked in with this party, unless I did like 10 hours worth of grinding. Yeah, there are some games that also make them look a little different, like they'll limp, or they'll have different cast animations or something like that. I think FF10 did that sometimes, didn't it? Might not have, it might have been something else I was thinking of. Blah blah blah, dialogue, blah blah blah, end of the world! Blah blah. Is this our party? This is our party. And no, you cannot skip this. I've been playing PSO2 a lot, Phantasy Star Online, if you don't know what that is. And the bosses don't have health bars in that either. Actually, nothing has a health bar in that. But they'll start like stumbling after some of their attacks, so you can tell that they're lower in health. There's like a little announcer person that tells you. They'll say like, you know, so-and-so, whatever the name of the boss is getting weaker. That'll mean they're like 50% or so. That style, I'm fine with. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna say no to having health bars on stuff, but it's not necessary. We don't need to change anything. I'm gonna do one quick check to make sure everyone's optimized. They should be. They are. Alrighty. So it shall be done. Let's wrap this up and go home. Don't mind the fact that there's random moaning in the background. Constantly. Yeah, I like Monster Hunter's system too, which is kind of similar to what I just said actually, but I like the blind systems, if you will. And hi, by the way. In RPGs that have like a scan or a sense ability, seeing the health bar is fine because you have to take a turn to get the information, and it gives you other information like weaknesses and general description and stuff like that, which is cool, but just having a blanket health bar is kind of weird. Don't cast your Bollocks Firaga. I forgot if we could slow this guy. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing the Cura spam, basically. We'll do Elixir spam if we need to, but Cura for now. Curaga if I had it, but I don't because I'm lazy. I wish you hadn't done Blue Shockwave on her, but at least she's healing, so... At least auto regen ticks during auto potion, which makes no sense, but hey. She might die because I've queued up stuff. Hey, you can slow him. It always seems odd that they're immune to literally everything except for slow. And he's immune to Comet too, because he's flying, technically. Let's see. A scan ability can make games a pain to 100% if they have a bestiary. Well, if you're 100%ing a game, you're doing a lot of tedious stuff anyway. Like 100%ing something like Metroid Prime, that's not something people are just gonna do. That's something you have to scan like a rock in the corner of a room sometimes. Like look at those immunities. He's immune to Mini. Darn it. I was going to make him tiny. You can, I think I mentioned this last time about this guy, but you can dispel his Protect and Shell that he casts, but he auto-casts them constantly, so... That is no reason. Moomin is trancing. Or will be. This music. I mentioned this last time, but these final songs are just so weird. Oh, there's Grand Cross. Who's gonna die? It is, by the way, possible to have Grand Cross cast death on your entire party. So, get hyped for that possibility. It's like a 0.1% chance, but it can happen. It's very sad when it does. Alright, we got Doom and Zombie. Zombie needs to be removed, Doom we can just revive. The downside is Hall's got regen, so he's dying, and I've queued Cura, so I think we might kill Hall. Which is not good. I'm sorry, Hall. This is what you get for having Zombie. Was it Magitag? Magitag. Ah. We still need to remove that zombie, preferably before he dies. He's not immune to blind, you say? Oh, I was hoping he wouldn't die to that, but it figures. This is why you don't queue up actions, by the way. What does this do? I forgot. Oh, it's just damage, isn't it? Damage is fine. So she is removing zombie. The problem is if I revive them with the Phoenix down, it's just going to kill them. Protect, that's fine. Isn't that darkness? Yes, actually. You are in fact correct. Someone needs an elixir, she does. She technically doesn't, but just to be sure that she doesn't die. Moomin might die again, but as long as our healer's not dead, we're alright. Blue Shockwave. That's unfortunate timing. Come on. There we go. So he's up. If I do this a little bit, we should get a Cura. So everyone will get healed a little bit. Is it enough to survive? Not really. try Splash. Maybe it'll do something this time. I just saw that. Let's see if we can get a high potion off. We can. It's gonna shockwave. Can you stop shockwaving people that I just healed, you piece of garbage? Ah. Alright, well at least we got 3 people who are sufficiently healed up. He's not slowed anymore. And if you haven't played the game or you don't know, the reason I'm toggling menus like this is to pass very tiny periods of time, basically a couple frames, so actions will take place. Also, so I can hold this open and think what I'm doing here. I don't think we need to heal. We're actually about to get 2 trances, which could potentially kill everybody. I don't think we need to heal, and I feel somewhat... I don't feel quite so safe anymore attacking. Oh, there's both of our trances. I wish I hadn't queued up that attack right there. God dang it, man. Technically, the downside of that is regen also does not tick during when you have a menu open. Regen won't tick. So what am I doing here? You. Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Need to cast slow twice, just to be sure. Hi, Death. How are you? And there's the Grand Cross that I was hoping to see, except not really. So you need to dine regardless of what happens here. Notice how we're still getting regen ticks. There is a plus side to him casting Grand Cross. It means you actually usually will fully heal if you have regen. Of course, then it casts death on everyone in the party, and then you die. But, you know. What did we get hit by? We have Berserk on the healer. That's awful. That's all we have. We need to solve this issue. Akasha, please do not Berserk. None of the shorts for his name sound good. Am I getting wrecked yet? A little bit. I mean, the fact that Akasha Berserked is bad? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, he's slowed. He's casting Thundaga because he's a piece of garbage, which will probably kill Hall, who's casting a Remedy. This is a piece of garbage. No, he's still alive. Okay. You can auto potion while Berserk. That's news to me. We need Akasha to stop trying to hit things with a stick, basically, is what needs to happen here. We could drain, just to keep movement alive a little bit better. Death does nothing, Comet does nothing, Demi does nothing, Bio probably does nothing. It does nothing. Sleep does nothing. I think we're just gonna have to have Lumen wait for a bit until we're slightly more stable. There's a Remedy. I'm so afraid to use double black magic because he might counter both of them, which would be very bad. Might just not do anything right now. That doesn't cure Berserk, as it turns out. I thought it did. Can you not cure Berserk in this? I can cause Berserk. I thought remedies read Berserk. Apparently they don't, though. Someone just died. Hall died. Fairly logical. Alright, well you need to get him up. You need to keep doing your dying bollocks. Akasha needs to stop berserking. Hull needs to stop dying, and this dude needs to take over Hull's job of dying, basically. This might be bad. Seriously, Akasha, we need you to stop trying to hit things with stick. Desperately. Come on, how long does this last? He might die before he gets set off, but hey. Kasha, what are you doing? Get up, Hull. Well, Akasha might die, which has the plus side of removing her berserk status. It's the downside of being dead, though. She's dead. Unless we get real lucky, she's gonna die. Of course, she takes basically no damage from that. That auto potion is OP. Well, that attack always leaves you at 1 HP. It's just what it does. It's literally just it's a 1 HP check. Just drops you to 1 HP and then calls it a day. Oh yeah, it's protect up. No, he has shell up, not protect. I go backwards. Blue shockwave. Akasha again? No, it's on Sleepy this time. And he's casting Kiraga, which means he's close to dead. So there is that. He's casting Blizzaga, which means I'm gonna die. Should have that menu open. Come on, regen tick. Oh, it still died. Please, for the love of God, Akasha, stop berserking. Apparently you're just not gonna die, so you need to stop hitting things for a second. Oh lord. She might never get out of this berserk. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Please be on me. No, it's on Akasha. Who's decided to trance. Oh wait, we can use her now. By the gods. Please get a turn off before he does. Not counting protect, because I don't really care if he gets that off. I'm gonna go risque and double black magic. We got this. Maybe. We might got this. When it casts Kiraga, when it starts casting Kiraga, I'm pretty sure that means it's below 3rd. I should not be queuing this many attacks. Yep, should not be queuing that many attacks. God dang it. There's no one at risk of dying from damage. There's obviously people at risk of dying from death, because it's freaking death. We can be afflicted with zombie and berserk. And death, which is technically a status effect. I think that's it, actually. No, silence too for double evil. And of course I got afflicted with death, so rip. It's dead. Hey! We win. I'm dead, but, you know, just ignore the fact that he's transporting my corpse somewhere. It's fine. We win! Celebrate and stuff. I was anticipating that taking many more tries than 2, but okay. What did you miss? You missed the final boss, man. Although if you saw it yesterday, you saw basically 95% of the fight, so you didn't really miss anything. Considering I did it right before you got on, so... You are making a big mistake, young man. That's how Hall's voice actor would read that if the game had a voice actor. Where the heck is my... There we go. How do I buttons? God dang it. So much dialogue, jeez, where's my cutscenes? There's supposed to be cutscenes at the end of this game. Game needs more cutscenes.